Yo, welcome. Alright, so y'all can already tell I got something new in the background. I'll go ahead and talk about that at the end of the video though, because I want to go ahead and jump right into a really good topic for today, and that's my anime of the year being Takopi's Original Sin. And I finished episode 5 and 6 recently, and I came to this conclusion after seeing so much about it. And early on I called it, but I feel like I called it like around episode 2. Like I was like, this is an anime of the year contender right here. But without further ado, let's go into why I think that. Okay, so to start, this anime is like really short, only 6 episodes for the anime, and I think not even 20 chapters of a manga. But in the short like runtime of the series, it goes over so many darker themes like abuse and manipulation. And like to me, even the MC Shizuka-chan is darker than we thought from the start. And yes, I do like dislike her to a degree, and I'll speak on it later on in the video. But like in just 6 episodes, you can both love her and hate her, and it just takes a great writer and story to like perfect this. So props to Takopi's author Tyson 5. But like while looking for this, like I was so confused because like I think it's a group of 5, but like their names weren't public. But still, 5 big booms. But back to my point, like this anime is really short, but in a dark ass way. Like it's sweet too. But let's move on to some more things I want to get into. Alright, so another thing I wanted to speak on was like the actual rarity of a series having as many perfect episodes as Takopi's Original Sin. And you can argue that there's only 6 episodes and like it couldn't possibly be in contention for anime of the year with that sample size, but I'll just save the yap and say like it does what it needs to in those 6 episodes and wraps up the story nicely. And it even does what some anime like can't do in 50 episodes and gives us a good story in just a short amount of time. But it even gives us a crazy curveball through the final 2 episodes. So with that, and not to yap too much more, like let's move on to episode 5 and 6 and why they're deserving of their high rankings. So episode 5 kicked off with Shizuka and Takopi heading off to see her father, who is like supposedly holding on to Chappie. But for us and Shizuka to just like later find out he's like not there, and even more is that her father pretends to not know her and sees like from his perspective just her as filthy. And even when she was so happy to come and get Chappie, like he just doesn't care and doesn't regard it. And bro even started a whole new fam and even has a kid. So obviously Shizuka is distraught, but she's kind of like finally lost all hope, and she says some pretty gory stuff about what she's gonna do to confirm her thoughts to Takopi about her family. But she's like genuinely going insane. And when Takopi says she doesn't want to help Shizuka, like she like ups and kills Takopi. So not gonna lie, like I'm really thinking I hate both Shizuka and Marina, and I already ranted on her in the last video. But I'm like also aware that they go through a lot at home, but it still can't just excuse the actions they've taken under the stress. But at the end of the day, they're just kids. And by the time we reach episode 6, like we've found out that Takopi was actually with Marina first, and how in that timeline, like they had promised to help Marina by going back in time to the 4th grade where our story started in episode 1. So yeah, it's messing my mind up. It's just such a twist. Like I don't know if I'm confused on this, so y'all let me know in the comments. But early in an episode, we see Azuma and Takopi's connection actually show off, rather than Azuma always being rude to Tako. And he actually opens up about enjoying hanging out with them and how he always loved it, and teaches Tako that people can be like good and bad at the same time, because he couldn't seem to realize that about Shizuka and Marina. But this is gonna be like the last time we see Azuma, because he's saying bye and he has to like leave with his family and all that, so he can't see them anymore, but he really will miss them. But then Takopi eventually does find Shizuka again, only for like her to be disconnected. Like she's just too far gone at this point, and you literally see it in her eyes and how she just plainly says gory actions that she's gonna do to find Chappie. But it's just insane. And she even starts kicking on RP, so it's similar to Marina to her, but Takopi just talk no jutsu Shizuka to stop, and accepts that they never could have helped, because like he never truly understood the problem Shizuka went when she started ranting them through to him. So they walk until Takopi presents that broken camera again, and how it's able to revert back into time to the picture that's taken. But from what we saw, it was broken, but there's like one way of fixing it, and he has to sacrifice himself to fuel it with like the happy powers. And me and Shizuka had the same reaction, because we both said stop. but like I can accept why Takopi is doing it. Like he really truly does want to make Shizuka and Marina smile, and with the sacrifice, like we are again back at the start. So before I continue with the last piece of episode 6, I do want to say like everything so far should easily like justify the high rankings the series got. Like there's so much to this anime, and I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch it, probably for like my third time now. But I also recommend y'all to check it out too, so y'all can get y'all's own opinion on it, because this is a great anime regardless of what y'all end up thinking. But with the restart this time, Takopi is gone, but he's like influencing the narrative, it seems like, and even helps Azuma make some friends. And with just that one small sketch of the squid, like on the note later on, like obviously Takopi, like it makes both Marina and Shizuka start crying, but like connecting through a small similarity that they both like really didn't know they had, but like they're both going through the same things with this symbol and are like practically survivors. And this small connection is at least a start towards healing, because their problems are still there and like their parents still haven't changed, and like never could they have just magically disappeared like Takopi like, was trying to do, but they can at least have a little peace in mind having each other. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping up the app. So basically, like this anime is just like an insane story and plot, insane overall ratings, great animation, great intro, great plot twists, and like just two characters that you can hate and love at the same time. So to me, all that like kind of just lists it as anime of the year at the moment. But I'm pretty sure Demon Slayer can compete with it and possibly take that spot. It's just a movie, so who knows. But the animes also have normal in format, but they're both gonna probably be really good. But yeah, I look forward to another rant with both of these probably, and let me know y'all's thoughts on Takopi's originals, and do y'all view it the same as me, or do y'all like have your own perspective? But regardless, leave it in the comments. I'll for sure be checking it. But that's all. Sub up, we're close to 100. See ya.